Levi here with tip number 2. Consistently keep and review the data that matters so you can see exactly what is and what is not changing, so you know which actions to modify in the future. With this approach, you're best able to keep your clients motivated, consistent, and achieving results. I wanted to talk with you about 3 of the biggest mistakes health professionals make with a weight loss client. Mistake number 1, and this is the biggest. The only baseline data the professional collects is a weight measurement. Then they set the goal of the client around achieving only a set weight. And then in the review, failure or success is decided entirely upon whether the client met set weight. Why is this one of the biggest mistakes? Well, I could write a whole book on it. But to see some of the reasons in an overview, and also to see some of the key baseline data you could or you should be collecting with your clients, click on the link below. Mistake number 2. They do a full screening process and collect multiple baseline data and then fail to follow up on any of it. Now, this is common in a very busy health professional, one that's barely got time to turn up to the session. 2, in a professional that has very poor business systems. 3, a professional that just isn't very good at their craft. And 4, it's very easy to avoid if you've only set one baseline data and you can tell your client just isn't achieving. It's better just to avoid the issue. But if you're consistently avoiding reviewing baseline data and goals with your client, then you are failing your client. To see a really quick way to set up, an easy way to set up a reminder system so that you never forget this process, click on the link below. Mistake number 3, failing to get feedback from your client on their barriers to implementing the plan that you both decided on. This is almost the most important information to collect, because if they cannot implement the plan or they're struggling, they cannot get results. So every review will bring back the same lack of results. The client will get less and less motivated, and you might even find yourself becoming less motivated and passionate about getting results for that client. Now, professionals with a one-style only approach or a lack of knowledge may not want to hear that their client cannot implement the system. But know this for certain. If your client cannot implement the system, they find it difficult and they have no ownership in the system, so they haven't taken any ownership of the plan, so it's just your plan, they will not get results. Many professionals with a one-style only approach or a limited knowledge may not want to hear that their clients cannot implement their system. But know this for certain. Even if you have the best plan in the world, if it doesn't fit your client, if they've had no input into the plan, so they have very little ownership of the plan, or they just cannot implement it, it will not work. So the question has to be asked, is it the best plan in the world anyway? I hope these tips have at least made you think about some of the processes you take in setting and reviewing your client's progress. Have a great day, and remember, the habits we create determine our future.